Hello and welcome to the next video of my build series on the Tamiya Dark Impact on the DF03 chassis.
We left off last time after basically installing the front gearbox and the lower and upper A-arms, wishbones, control arms, whatever you want to call them. For this one we're going to start off on step 23, 24, 25 and 26 all in a oneer, which is making up and installing the rear shocks. And to go through the parts we're going to need two off of Y1, Y3, X2, and on step 23 and 4 off of MC6 2mm E-clips and MF2 the piston rod, and then also 4 off of MF3 3mm red O-rings. And then for step 24 we're just going to need 2 off of MF5, which are the oil seals red, and then plastic parts Y2 here. And then for step 25 we're going to need 2 off of X5, 2 off of X6 and 2 off of MF7, the coil spring. So we'll get cracking and get straight into it. I've also got my green slime to hopefully stop any oil leakage, but this is quite thick oil, so you never know. So we're going to start off by building the body, and I'm going to get my green slime and squidge it in the bottom of the body, and get one of my O-rings and place it in. And then, can't find it, Y1, and I'm just going to lightly just start the threads on that. And then we can go to the what they call the piston rod, and I've already put one of the E-clips on, one of the bones of my life, on in front of camera. And then we take X10, which is the piston itself, the 3-holed one, slide that over, next E-clip, and there we have it in a oneer. Woohoo! And then surprisingly there's no note here about oiling this, which they normally do for these CVA shocks, but hey, I've got all that green slime in, so I'm just going to push it down a bit like that, and then we're going to nip straight on to step 24. So I'll put that X2 ball connector on shortly, and I'm just going to fill it up with this really thick, I think it's 1000 weight, and normally this helps alleviate some of the air bubbles, but I know you probably can't see, but I can see air bubbles as I'm squeezing the oil out because it's that thick. Go. I think that's about enough, might be a bit too much, and then I'm just going to gently ease it in, and then we're just going to pull it down very slowly, and we're just going to work it up and down just to see, and now can't see any air bubbles, so I'm going to bring it back up to roughly roughly about there, which is 3/4 of the way up the piston body. And then we take part MF5, the oil seal, and pop it in. And I think I've just about got that just right. There's just a bit of oil seeping over the top, but very little. And then I'm going to screw the cap on. And then we can do the bottom cap. And then, holding both of them quite firmly, I'm going to tighten them both together, and hopefully that's the piston installed. A little bit of rebound, but not much. And then we can move on to the ball connector. And some of these have already got the threads, but these ones don't. So I am going to need my pliers eventually, just to nip them up. And I don't bother with any protection, because I grab it right near the end, and that's about it. So there's the shock, and surprisingly there's still quite a lot of thread showing, which I've not seen before. And then we can take the spring and pop X5 over to hold the spring, and there it is, virtually complete. And then we can get X6, which is a pre-tensioner, and pop that on. I'm not sure whether I'll keep that on, but there we go. Right, so if we turn the page quickly, step 26 is just installing the shocks onto the rear of the car buggy thing. So we can just get the buggy and take one of the shocks and hopefully just pop it in. Like that. And that. And then the same on the other side. And there we have the shocks mounted. And we can move on to 27, which is building the front shocks. Steps 27, 28 and 29 are making up the front shocks, and really it's exactly the same as the rear shocks. So we might have a bit of a musical interlude. I've just remembered I forgot to go through the parts list, so while I'm doing this we'll go through the parts list. We have 2 off of W3s, the bodies, W1s, the bottom end caps, MF1s, the piston rods, V8, which is the piston itself, which is the single hold one, which I've not seen before, and V2, which is the end ball connector. And then we've got MF4, which is the green oil seal, and MF6, the spring, and then also V5, which is the spring retainer, and V4, which is the thinnest of the spring tensioners. So I've already put the first E-clip on this, so there we go, and we get the second E-clip. Can we do 2 in a row? There we go, second time's a charm. And again, hopefully I can just pop this in. Yeah, that should just be enough. Same oil. I mean, that is a bit too much, but hey. And again, we gently ease it down. And we squash it down, squish it, squash it. And then pop the cap on. And there we have one front damper. And the last step in this video, step 30, is installing or attaching the front dampers. And for this we're going to need 2 op of MB2s 3x21mm tapping screw, and 2 op of MD7 4x6mm brass tube or pipe, as Tamiya say it, and obviously the dampers. And you take the MD7, pop it through the bottom connector, get your screw, and as usual, because I'm on camera, stuff falls out, but hey. And according to the diagram, this goes in the hole closest to the chassis, and it should just push through, and then it's a little tricky, but you just screw it in. That's the bottom one, and the top, like the rear, simply pushes onto the ball joint, like that. And there we have the front suspension, shocks mounted, and both of them installed and working, and hopefully with that green slime I won't get any leakage or seepage. So with that, that completes this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.